When a 28-year-old CEO confesses to his new maid that he's never kissed anyone, and she kisses him out of compassion, neither of them knows that single moment will ignite a war that threatens to destroy everything he's built. His mother calls her a gold digger in front of the city's elite. His cousin spreads vicious rumors to steal his company. And when she walks away to protect him, he's left with an impossible choice: the empire he inherited or the woman who taught him what it means to be alive. But this story, it doesn't end where you think it does, because sometimes the quietest love makes the loudest statement. Subscribe and comment below if you believe love is worth risking everything for, because what happens next will either restore your faith in romance or break your heart completely. The iron gates opened slowly. Janelle Brooks gripped the steering wheel of her old Honda. Her knuckles turned pale. The mansion ahead looked like something from a movie. White columns, perfect lawns, windows that sparkled in the morning sun. She'd seen pictures online, but this was different. This was real. Her phone buzzed. A text from her sister Maya. "You got this. First day jitters are normal. Love you." Janelle smiled. Maya always knew when she needed encouragement. She parked near the service entrance like the email said. Her heart hammered. The job paid 3 times what she made at the hotel. 3 times. That meant helping Maya with college. That meant finally getting ahead. The back door opened before she could knock. "You must be Janelle." A woman in her 50s stood there, grey hair pulled back neat, kind eyes. "I'm Mrs. Patterson, head housekeeper." "Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you." Mrs. Patterson smiled. "Come in, dear. Let me show you around." The kitchen was massive. Marble countertops. Fancy appliances Janelle had only seen on cooking shows. Everything gleamed. "Mr. Cole is very private," Mrs. Patterson said. "He works long hours. You'll rarely see him during the day." "Mr. Cole?" "Ethan Cole. He owns the house. Well, his family does, but he lives here alone." Mrs. Patterson handed her a uniform. Navy blue dress, white apron. "He's a good man, quiet, keeps to himself." Janelle changed in the staff bathroom. The uniform fit perfectly. She looked at herself in the mirror. Professional, capable, she could do this. The day passed in a blur, dusting shelves in the library, polishing silver in the dining room, vacuuming carpets that probably cost more than her car. Mrs. Patterson was patient, showed her where everything belonged. By 9 o'clock, Janelle's feet ached, but the house was silent now, peaceful. Mrs. Patterson had gone home an hour ago. Janelle just needed to finish the upstairs hallway. She pushed the vacuum down the long corridor. Pictures lined the walls. Ethan Cole at graduations, business events, always looking serious, always alone. She turned off the vacuum. The silence felt heavy. Then she heard footsteps. A man appeared at the end of the hall. Tall, barefoot, wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt. He carried a book. His hair was messy, like he'd been running his hands through it. Janelle froze. He froze too. "Oh," he said, "I didn't know anyone was still here." His voice was soft, uncertain. "I'm sorry, Mr. Cole, I was just finishing up." Janelle's pulse raced. She'd seen photos, but they hadn't captured this. The way he looked lost in his own home, the nervous energy around him. "No, I'm sorry. I should have—" He shifted the book from one hand to the other. "I usually get a snack around this time. I didn't mean to startle you." "You didn't," she smiled, tried to ease the tension. "I'm Janelle. I started today." "Right, yes. Mrs. Patterson mentioned—" He trailed off, looked at the floor, then back at her. "I'm Ethan. Nice to meet you." Silence stretched between them. "I should let you finish," he said, but he didn't move. Neither did she. "That's a good book," Janelle said, nodding at his hand. She recognized the cover. "I read it last year." His face lit up. "You did? Most people haven't heard of it. My sister recommended it. She reads everything." "Me too." He took a step closer, then stopped. Like he'd crossed an invisible line. "Sorry, I don't usually... I work too much, don't talk to many people." "It's okay." And it was. Something about his nervousness made her relax. "I should finish, though. Long day tomorrow." "Of course. I'll just..." He gestured vaguely toward the kitchen. Janelle watched him walk away. His shoulders were tense, like carrying the weight of something heavy. She finished vacuuming, packed up her supplies. As she headed downstairs, she passed the kitchen. Ethan stood at the counter, sandwich half made. He was staring at nothing. "Good night, Mr. Cole," she called softly. He jumped, turned. "Good night. And just, Ethan is fine." She nodded, left through the back door. In her car, Janelle sat for a moment. The mansion glowed with warm light behind her. She thought about the lonely man inside, the CEO who made sandwiches at midnight and read books in empty hallways. Her phone buzzed. Maya again. How was it? Janelle typed back, interesting. I'll tell you later. She drove home through quiet streets. Tomorrow would come soon enough. The next evening, Janelle was dusting the library when Ethan appeared. Hi, he said. She turned. Hi. He held 2 coffee mugs. I made too much. Thought you might want some. That's kind of you. She took the mug. The ceramic was warm against her palms. They stood in awkward silence. So, Ethan said, your sister, the one who reads everything. Maya. She's in college. Wants to be a teacher. That's great. He leaned against the bookshelf, still uncertain but trying. What about you? What do you like to do? Janelle laughed. When I'm not working, I don't remember. I know that feeling. You run a whole company, though. That's different. Is it? His eyes met hers, sad somehow. I'm in meetings all day. Come home to an empty house. Make coffee at midnight because I can't sleep. Sounds lonely. It is. The honesty surprised her. Rich people didn't usually admit things like that. You have family, though, Janelle said. I saw pictures. My mother, my cousin, they're... He paused, chose his words carefully. They're busy with their own lives. I'm sorry. Don't be. I'm used to it. He set down his mug. Can I ask you something? Sure. Do you think it's strange that I'm 28 and I live like this? Janelle considered. I think everyone's life looks different. There's no right way. Even if I've never... He stopped, shook his head. Never mind, that's too personal. It's okay, you can ask. But he didn't. He just looked at her, something churning behind his eyes. I should get back to work, Janelle said gently. Right, of course. He picked up his mug. Thanks for the company. Thanks for the coffee. He lingered at the door. Janelle? Yes? I'm glad you're here. It's nice, having someone to talk to. Her heart squeezed. It's nice talking to you, too. After he left, Janelle stood among the books. The library smelled like old paper and lemon polish. She thought about how easy it would be to like him, how dangerous that would be. This was just a job. She couldn't forget that. 3 days later, Janelle worked late again. Mrs. Patterson had left. The house settled into its nighttime quiet. She was carrying fresh towels upstairs when she nearly collided with Ethan in the hallway. Sorry, they both said at once. Janelle laughed. Ethan smiled. A real smile this time. We have to stop meeting like this, she said. I don't mind it. Something in his tone made her pause. The air felt different tonight, charged. Are you okay? She asked. Can I tell you something? He shifted his weight, nervous again. It's going to sound stupid. Try me. He took a breath. I had a business dinner tonight with investors. There was this moment where everyone was talking about their personal lives, relationships, and I sat there, quiet, because I have nothing to say. That's not stupid. It feels stupid. He ran a hand through his hair. I'm almost 30. I run a company. I have all this money and success, but I've never what? His eyes met hers, vulnerable, scared. I've never kissed anyone before. The words hung between them. Janelle's breath caught. What? She whispered. I know, it's pathetic. A grown man who's never... It's not pathetic. It feels like it. His voice cracked. Everyone assumes things about me. That I've dated, that I've lived, but I haven't. I threw everything into work, into making my family proud. And now I'm standing here, telling my maid my deepest secret, and I don't even know why. Janelle set down the towels. Her heart pounded. You're telling me, she said softly, because you needed to tell someone, and that's okay. Is it? Yes. They stood close now, close enough that she could see the gold flecks in his eyes, close enough to feel his breath. I'm sorry, he said. I shouldn't have. Don't apologize. But I made you uncomfortable. You didn't. Something shifted. The space between them felt smaller, warmer. Ethan, she whispered. Yes. Do you want to know what it's like? A kiss? His eyes widened. What? Janelle didn't let herself think, didn't let herself remember all the reasons this was a terrible idea. She just stepped closer. Close your eyes, she said. He did. His hands trembled. She rose on her toes, placed her hands gently on his shoulders, and pressed her lips to his. Soft, brief, tender. When she pulled back, his eyes were still closed. His chest rose and fell rapidly. Ethan? He opened his eyes. They shimmered with emotion. That was... His voice barely worked. That was everything. Janelle's heart raced. What had she done? I should go, she said. Wait. But she was already moving. Down the hallway, down the stairs, out to her car. Her hands shook as she started the engine. In the rearview mirror, she saw him standing in the doorway, backlit, watching her leave. She'd kissed him. Actually kissed him. Her phone rang. Maya. Not now, Janelle whispered to herself, but she answered anyway. Hey sis, just checking in, how's the mansion life? Maya, I did something stupid. Uh-oh. What kind of stupid? Janelle closed her eyes. The kind that could get me fired. The next morning, Janelle arrived an hour early. She needed to see him, to explain, to apologize, but the mansion was silent. Mrs. Patterson found her in the kitchen. Mr. Cole left for the office already, said he had early meetings. Oh, everything all right, dear? Yes, ma'am. Just wanted to ask him something. The day dragged. Every sound made her jump, every footstep in the hall. But Ethan didn't come home. She cleaned the library, organized the pantry, polished every surface until it gleamed. At 6 o'clock, Mrs. Patterson left. At 7, Janelle started making dinner. Ethan had to eat. Maybe she could make him something nice, a peace offering. At 8, she heard his car. Her stomach dropped. The back door opened, closed. His footsteps approached. He appeared in the kitchen doorway, still in his suit, tie loosened, hair messy. He looked exhausted. Hi, she said quietly. Hi. I made dinner, if you're hungry. Janelle, I'm sorry. About last night. I shouldn't have. Don't. She stopped, looked at him. Don't apologize, he said. His voice was rough. Please, that kiss was... It was the best moment of my life. Her breath caught. He moved closer. I couldn't focus today. Couldn't think about anything except you. The way you looked at me. The way you made me feel. Ethan, I'm your maid. This can't... Why not? Because you're you and I'm me. We're from different worlds. I don't care about that. Your family will. I don't care about that either. He was right in front of her now. Close enough to touch. I've spent my whole life doing what I'm supposed to, he said. Being who everyone expects. And I'm miserable. But last night, for one moment, I felt alive. Because of you. Tears pricked her eyes. This is dangerous. I know. You could get hurt. I'm already hurt. Living like this. Pretending I don't want more. What are you saying? His hand reached up, fingers gentle on her cheek. I'm saying that kiss wasn't just my first. It was the most important thing that ever happened to me. And if you'll let me, I want to see where this goes. You can't risk your world for me, she whispered. You are my world now. A tear slipped down her cheek. He caught it with his thumb. Think about it, he said. Please, just think about it. Then he stepped back, left the kitchen. His footsteps faded up the stairs. Janelle stood alone, the dinner growing cold on the counter, her heart screaming at her to run. But her feet stayed planted, because part of her wanted this too, wanted him, wanted to believe in something beautiful and impossible. Her phone buzzed. A text from Maya. Whatever you're dealing with, remember, sometimes the scary choice is the right one. Janelle smiled through her tears. Her little sister, always wise beyond her years. She cleaned up the kitchen, packed the dinner into containers, left them in the fridge with a note. Reheat at 350 for 20 minutes. When she left, she looked up at the mansion. A light glowed in an upstairs window, his bedroom. She wondered if he was watching her leave, if he was hoping she'd come back tomorrow. She would. Of course she would. Because despite everything, despite the danger and the impossibility, she wanted to see where this went to. The next 3 days passed in careful dance. Janelle came to work, did her job, and every evening, Ethan found her. In the library, the kitchen, the garden. They talked. About books, about dreams, about fears. He told her about the pressure of running his family's company, how his father had died when he was 22, how he'd stepped into shoes that never quite fit. She told him about growing up in a small apartment, about her mother working 3 jobs, about Maya's acceptance letter to college and the tears of joy. They didn't kiss again, but the tension simmered, every glance, every accidental touch. On Thursday night, Mrs. Patterson left early. Doctor's appointment. Janelle was alone in the library when Ethan arrived. Hey, he said. Hey. He sat in the chair across from her, serious, nervous. Can we talk? He asked. Of course. I need to tell you something else, something I should have said before. Her stomach tightened. Okay. That kiss, it was my first, but... He took a breath. I've never been with a woman at all, in any way. I know that's strange. I know it's... Ethan. She leaned forward, took his hand. It's not strange, it's just you and I like you. Really? Really? Relief flooded his face. I was so worried you'd think. I don't think anything bad. I think you're brave for telling me. I don't feel brave. You are, though. She squeezed his fingers. Being vulnerable is the bravest thing anyone can do. He looked at their joined hands. So what do we do now? We go slow, she said. We figure this out together. Together? If you want. I want. His eyes met hers. Intense. Honest. I want everything with you, Janelle, but I know it's complicated. It is. Your job, my family, the difference in our circumstances, she finished. I know. Does that scare you? Terrifies me. Me too. They sat in silence, hands still clasped. The library felt like a sanctuary, safe from the world outside. My sister says sometimes the scary choice is the right one, Janelle said. Ethan smiled. Your sister sounds smart. She is. I'd like to meet her someday. You would? If you'll let me. Warmth spread through her chest. Maybe. When we figure out what this is. What do you think it is? Janelle looked at him, really looked, at the hope in his eyes, the vulnerability, the gentle strength. I think it's something special, she said, something worth protecting. Then we'll protect it. How? Carefully, quietly, until we're ready. She nodded. It made sense. They needed time, space to explore this without pressure. But as she drove home that night, Janelle felt a knot in her stomach, because secrets had a way of coming to light, and when they did, someone always got hurt. Friday morning brought rain. Janelle arrived to find Mrs. Patterson in a flurry. Mr. Cole's mother is coming for lunch, the housekeeper said. We need everything perfect. Janelle's heart dropped. His mother. Does she visit often? Once a month. Vivian Cole is very particular. Mrs. Patterson trailed off, diplomatic. She has high standards. They spent the morning cleaning things that were already clean, arranging flowers, setting the dining room table with china Janelle was afraid to touch. At noon, a black Mercedes pulled up. Vivian Cole emerged like royalty. Tall, elegant, hair perfectly styled. Her dress probably cost more than Janelle's rent for a year. Mrs. Patterson, she said, breezing into the house. Where is my son? In his study, ma'am. Vivian swept past. Her eyes landed on Janelle for one brief second. Cold assessment. Then she was gone. Janelle released a breath she didn't know she'd been holding. That's Mrs. Cole, Mrs. Patterson whispered. Best to stay out of her way. Janelle served lunch. Careful, quiet, trying to be invisible. But she felt Vivian watching her, studying, like a hawk circling prey. This chicken is dry, Vivian said. I'll get you something else, Janelle offered. No need. I've lost my appetite anyway. Vivian turned to Ethan. You look tired, darling. Are you sleeping enough? I'm fine, Mother. You don't look fine. You look distracted. Ethan's jaw tightened. I have a lot on my mind. Work? Among other things. Vivian's eyes narrowed. What other things? Nothing important. Janelle cleared plates, hands steady despite her racing heart. I saw Marcus yesterday, Vivian continued. He mentioned some quarterly reports, said you've been less engaged lately. Marcus needs to mind his own business. He's family and he cares about the company. He cares about undermining me. Ethan, Vivian's voice turned sharp. Don't be paranoid. Your cousin has your best interests at heart. Janelle escaped to the kitchen, set down the dishes, breathed. You'll learn to ignore her, Mrs. Patterson said kindly. She's always like this. She seems worried about him. Worried about her investment, more like. Ethan's father left everything to him. Vivian's role is advisory. She doesn't like not having control. Janelle looked through the doorway. Ethan sat rigid, his mother gesturing, talking, commanding. He looked miserable. When Vivian finally left, Ethan disappeared into his study. Janelle wanted to check on him, but she couldn't. Not during the day. Not where Mrs. Patterson might see. So she worked. And waited. At 6 o'clock, Mrs. Patterson left. Long day, dear. Go home soon. Rest. I will. But she didn't. She found Ethan in the garden, sitting on a bench, staring at nothing. Hey, she said softly. He looked up, smiled sadly. Hey, rough lunch? She means well. Does she? He laughed. No, probably not. She wants me to be someone I'm not. Janelle sat beside him. Their shoulders touched. Who does she want you to be? Her version of my father. Ruthless, focused, married to someone appropriate, producing heirs, expanding the empire. And who do you want to be? Someone happy, he said simply. Is that too much to ask? No. They sat in comfortable silence. The rain had stopped. Everything smelled fresh, clean. She saw you, Ethan said. I know. She'll ask about you. What will you tell her? Nothing. It's none of her business. But Janelle's stomach twisted, because women like Vivian Cole made everything their business, especially when it came to their sons. Maybe we should be more careful, she said. I am being careful. Are you? He turned to face her. I'm not giving you up. Not for her. Not for anyone. Ethan, I mean it. You make me happy. For the first time in years, I feel like myself, and I won't apologize for that. His intensity both thrilled and terrified her. I just don't want you to get hurt, she said. Too late. I'm already in too deep. Her heart ached. Me too. He took her hand, threaded their fingers together. Then we'll be in deep together. That night, as Janelle drove home, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. She checked her mirrors. Nothing. Just paranoia. But she thought about Vivian's cold eyes, the way she'd studied Janelle like an insect under glass. Something was coming. Janelle could feel it. A storm on the horizon. She just hoped they were ready when it hit. Saturday felt different. Janelle woke with a weight on her chest. She couldn't name it. Just knew something was shifting. She met Maya for breakfast at their favorite diner, the kind with cracked vinyl booths and coffee that never ran out. You look tired, Maya said, stirring sugar into her cup. Couldn't sleep. Still thinking about him? Janelle had told her sister everything. About the kiss. About Ethan's confession. About the impossible feelings growing between them. His mother visited yesterday, Janelle said. She looked at me like I was dirt on her expensive shoes. Maya frowned. She doesn't even know you. She knows enough. Wrong job, wrong background, wrong everything. But does he care? He says he doesn't. Then that's what matters. Janelle picked at her eggs. Is it though? His whole life is tied up in that world. His family, his company, his reputation. What if I destroy all of that? Or what if he's been miserable in that world? What if you're exactly what he needs? You're such an optimist. Maya grinned. Someone has to be. You worry enough for both of us. They ate in comfortable silence. Around them the diner hummed with weekend energy. Families, couples, normal people living normal lives. Can I tell you something? Maya said, without you getting mad. That's never a good start. I'm serious. Janelle sighed. Fine. What? I've never seen you like this. Happy and scared at the same time. Like you're finally letting yourself feel something real. I feel things. No. You protect yourself. You work. You take care of me. But you never let anyone in, not since... Don't say his name. Maya's hand covered hers. I wasn't going to. I'm just saying, maybe Ethan is different. Maybe he's worth the risk. Janelle's throat tightened. Her last relationship had ended badly, 3 years ago. A man who made promises he never kept, who borrowed money and disappeared, who made her feel small. She'd built walls after that, thick ones. But Ethan was already climbing over them, gentle, patient, honest. What if it all falls apart? Janelle whispered. What if it doesn't? Monday night, Janelle stayed late to finish laundry. Mrs. Patterson had already gone home. The house settled into its evening quiet. She was folding towels in the kitchen when Ethan appeared, barefoot again, wearing jeans and a t-shirt, his hair damp from a shower. Hey, he said. Her heart did that stupid flutter thing. Hey, need help? You don't have to. I want to. He grabbed a towel and started folding. Badly. She laughed. What? He asked. You fold like someone who's never done laundry. I haven't. We always had staff. Of course you did. He bumped her shoulder. Playful. Teach me then. Oh, wise laundry master. She showed him how to smooth the fabric, how to fold the corners. He tried, failed, tried again. There, he said proudly. Perfect. It was a lumpy mess, but his smile was so genuine that Janelle's chest ached. Very good, she said. They worked side by side. Comfortable, easy, like they'd done this 1,000 times before. I missed you this weekend, Ethan said quietly. I was only gone 2 days. Still missed you. She looked at him, really looked, at the softness in his eyes, the vulnerability he showed only to her. I missed you too, she admitted. He set down his towel, moved closer, his hand lifted, fingertips brushing her cheek. Janelle. Yes. Can I kiss you again? Her breath caught. I thought we were going slow. We are. But I've been thinking about your lips for 6 days straight. I'm going crazy. She smiled. 6 days. 6 very long days. What if someone sees? There's no one here but us. He had a point. Mrs. Patterson was gone. The house was theirs. Okay, she whispered. He leaned in slowly, giving her time to change her mind. But she didn't want to. She wanted this, wanted him. Their lips met, soft at first, tentative, then deeper. His hands cupped her face. Her fingers gripped his shirt. The world fell away. Nothing existed but this. The warmth, the connection, the feeling of coming home. When they pulled apart, they were both breathing hard. That was... Ethan started. Yeah, better than the first time? Different. Good different. He rested his forehead against hers. I'm falling for you. You know that, right? Before she could answer, a sound made them both freeze. Footsteps in the hall. They jumped apart. Janelle's heart hammered. Ethan turned toward the doorway. Vivian Cole stood there, dressed in a black pantsuit, her expression cold as ice. Mother, Ethan said, what are you doing here? I have a key, remember. I came to drop off some documents. Her eyes slid to Janelle. I see I'm interrupting. You're not... Don't lie to me, Ethan, I saw everything. Janelle's stomach dropped. This was it. The moment everything fell apart. Mother, let me explain. Explain what? That you're kissing the help? That you've lost your mind? Don't talk about her like that. Vivian's laugh was harsh. Oh, this is rich. My son, the CEO, throwing away his reputation for a maid. She's not just a maid. Then what is she? Ethan's jaw clenched. She's someone I care about. Someone you care about. Vivian repeated the words like they tasted bad. Do you have any idea what people will say? What the board will think? What this will do to our family name? I don't care. Well, you should. Vivian turned to Janelle. You, out, now. Mother, no, Ethan. This ends tonight. Janelle grabbed her purse with shaking hands. She couldn't breathe, couldn't think. Janelle, wait, Ethan called, but she couldn't. She ran, out the back door, across the driveway, into her car. Behind her, she heard raised voices. Ethan and his mother, fighting. Because of her, she drove home on autopilot, tears streaming down her face. This was why she built walls. This was why she didn't take risks. Because they always ended in pain. Her phone rang at midnight. Ethan. She didn't answer. He called again at 1, at 2, at 3. Finally, she turned off her phone. Sleep wouldn't come. She stared at the ceiling, replaying the scene. Vivian's cold eyes, Ethan's desperate face, her own cowardice as she ran. By morning, exhaustion won. She slept fitfully, dreaming of kisses and cold hallways and doors that wouldn't open. She woke to pounding on her apartment door. Janelle stumbled out of bed, opened it. Ethan stood there, still in yesterday's clothes, looking like he hadn't slept at all. You didn't answer, he said. Ethan, can I come in? She stepped aside. He entered her small apartment, looking out of place among her second-hand furniture and peeling paint. I'm sorry, he said immediately. About my mother, about everything. It's not your fault. It is. I knew this could happen. I knew the risks. Janelle wrapped her arms around herself. Maybe she's right. Maybe we're being stupid. Don't say that. Why not? It's true. We're from different worlds, Ethan. This was never going to work. That's not true. Yes, it is. Her voice cracked. You saw how she looked at me. Like I'm trash. Like I'm nothing. You're everything. To you, maybe. But to people like her, I'll always be the maid. The poor black girl who trapped the rich white CEO. Ethan flinched. Nobody thinks that. They will. When word gets out, and it will get out. He moved closer, took her hands. I don't care what people think. You should. Your reputation, your company, your family. It all matters. Not as much as you. Tears spilled down her cheeks. Don't say things like that. Why not? Because it makes this harder. What's harder? She pulled her hands away. Letting you go. His face went pale. No. Janelle, no. I can't do this. I can't be the reason you lose everything. You're not. I am. Your mother will make sure of it. She'll poison everyone against you. Against us. Is that what you want? I want you. You want an idea of me. But you don't really know me. That's not true. Isn't it? We've known each other 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Ethan. That's nothing. It's everything to me. She turned away. Couldn't look at him. I think you should go. Janelle, please. Just go. Silence stretched. Heavy. Painful. Then his footsteps. The door opening. Closing. She collapsed on her couch and sobbed. Great, heaving sobs that shook her whole body. What had she done? She didn't go to work Monday. Called in sick. Mrs. Patterson sounded concerned but didn't pry. Tuesday, Janelle forced herself back. She needed the money, needed the routine. The mansion felt different, colder somehow. Mrs. Patterson pulled her aside immediately. Mr. Cole left for a business trip. Won't be back until Friday. Oh, are you all right, dear? You look pale. Just tired. Mrs. Patterson studied her, seeing too much, but she just nodded. Well, rest when you can. The house is easier with him gone anyway. Janelle threw herself into work, cleaned things that didn't need cleaning, organized closets, anything to keep busy, to not think. Wednesday, Maya called. You sound terrible, her sister said. Thanks. Talk to me. There's nothing to talk about. It's over. Did you break up? We were never together, not really. Janelle, I'm fine, Maya, I promise. I just need time. But she wasn't fine. She felt hollow, like a piece of her was missing. Thursday evening, she was leaving when her phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. We need to talk. Meet me at the coffee shop on 5th, tomorrow at noon. Vivian Cole. Janelle's blood ran cold. How did Vivian get her number? She almost deleted it, almost ignored it. But curiosity won. Or maybe masochism. She texted back, I'll be there. The coffee shop was upscale, all exposed brick and expensive espresso machines. Janelle felt underdressed in her jeans and sweater. Vivian sat in the corner, perfectly put together, not a hair out of place. Janelle approached slowly, sat down. Thank you for coming, Vivian said. Her voice was cool, professional. What do you want? To talk. About my son. I have nothing to say about Ethan. Don't you? Vivian sipped her coffee. You've disrupted his entire life in 2 weeks. I'd say you have plenty to say. I didn't mean to. Mean to or not, the damage is done. He's distracted, unfocused. His cousin called yesterday, said Ethan missed an important meeting. Guilt twisted in Janelle's stomach. He's depressed, Vivian continued. Moping around, barely eating, all because of you. That's not fair, isn't it? You came into his life, made him promises you can't keep, and now you've broken his heart. I didn't promise him anything. You kissed him. You let him fall for you. What did you think would happen? Janelle's hands clenched. I thought we could be happy. Happy? Vivian laughed. In what world? You're a maid, dear. He's a CEO. Those stories don't have happy endings. Maybe they could. No, they couldn't. I've lived in this world my whole life. I know how it works. People like you and people like us, we don't mix. It never ends well. People like you, Janelle repeated. You mean rich people, white people? Vivian's eyes narrowed. I mean people from different circumstances, different expectations. It's not about race. Everything's about race. You just don't want to admit it. Watch your tone. Or what? You'll fire me. Already decided to quit anyway. Good. That's what I came to hear. Janelle stood. Is that all? One more thing. Vivian's voice turned hard. Stay away from my son. If you care about him at all, let him move on. He'll move on when he's ready. Will he? Or will he keep pining for you, keep making excuses to see you? You have the power here. Use it. End this cleanly. Janelle wanted to argue, to fight, but part of her knew Vivian was right. The kindest thing she could do was walk away completely. Fine, she said quietly. I'll stay away. Good. Janelle left the coffee shop, got in her car, and screamed. She screamed until her throat hurt, until tears blurred her vision, until the pain in her chest became something she could breathe through. Then she drove home, called Mrs. Patterson, and quit. Friday afternoon, Janelle packed up her apartment. Not everything, just the essentials. She'd stay with Maya for a while, figure out her next move. Her phone rang. Ethan's number. She let it go to voicemail. He called again, and again. Finally, she answered. Janelle. His voice was rough. Where are you? Home. Mrs. Patterson said you quit. I did. Why? Because it's better this way. Better for who? For both of us. That's not true. She closed her eyes. Ethan, please. I'm coming over. No, I'm already on my way. The line went dead. Janelle paced, heart racing. She couldn't face him, couldn't look into those sad eyes and stay strong. But 20 minutes later, he was knocking. She opened the door. He looked terrible. Dark circles under his eyes, stubble on his jaw, rumpled clothes. You can't be here, she said. I needed to see you. Why? Because I love you. The words hit her like a punch. Don't. It's true. I love you, Janelle. I know it's fast. I know it's crazy. But it's real. Tears burned her eyes. You don't mean that. I do. I've never been more sure of anything. Ethan, my mother got to you, didn't she? What did she say? Janelle's silence was answer enough. Whatever she told you, it's not true, Ethan said. She's wrong. About us. About everything. Is she? Look at us. Look at how much pain we're in after 2 weeks. How much worse will it be after 2 months, 2 years? Or how much better? That's not realistic. Maybe not, but I don't care. I'd rather fight for something real than live safely in something empty. He stepped closer, cupped her face. I was empty before you, he whispered, going through motions, pretending to be happy. Then you walked into my life, and suddenly I could breathe, I could feel. Don't ask me to go back to that. I don't want you to hurt, she said. Then don't leave me. Your mother is wrong. She's scared. She wants to control everything, but she can't control this, can't control how I feel. Janelle's resolve crumbled. I'm scared. Me too. What if she's right? What if we can't make this work? What if we can? She looked into his eyes, saw the hope there, the determination, the love. I don't know what to do, she whispered. Come back. Please come back to me. To the mansion? No. Well, yes, but... He stumbled over his words. I mean, come back to us, to what we were building. Let's try, really try. No hiding, no apologizing, just us. Together. People will talk. Let them. Your family will hate me. They'll learn to love you. How could they not? Despite everything, she smiled. You're so stubborn. Only about things that matter. And you matter more than anything. He kissed her then, soft and desperate and full of promise. She kissed him back, pouring all her fear and hope and love into it. When they pulled apart, he rested his forehead against hers. Stay with me, he whispered. Not as my maid, as my, I don't know what to call it, but as mine, and I'll be yours, completely. Her heart swelled. Okay, yes, I'll try. We'll try. His smile lit up his whole face. Really? Really? But slowly. We take this slow. We figure out how to navigate your world together. Deal. He kissed her again. Quick. Happy. Can I take you somewhere? Where? It's a surprise. He drove her to a park, the fancy kind with sculpted gardens and fountains. They walked hand in hand, not hiding, not caring who saw. My father used to bring me here, Ethan said, when I was little, before he got too busy, before everything became about the company. It's beautiful. He'd tell me stories about falling in love with my mother, how she was the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen, how he knew immediately that she was the one. That's sweet. I used to think it was impossible, knowing someone was the one right away. But now, he stopped walking, turned to face her. Now I understand. Janelle's breath caught. Ethan, I knew, that first night in the hallway, when you smiled at me, when you didn't look at me like I was a CEO or a Cole, just me, I knew. That's crazy. Is it? She thought about it, about the flutter in her chest when she saw him, the ease of their conversations, the way his presence made everything feel right. Maybe not, she admitted. They sat on a bench overlooking a pond. Ducks glided across the surface. Children played in the distance. My mother will keep fighting us, Ethan said. You know that, right? I know. And my cousin Marcus, he's going to be a problem too. He wants my position. Anything to make me look bad, he'll use. Sounds exhausting. It is, but you're worth it. She leaned her head on his shoulder. What do we do now? We live. We love. We figure it out one day at a time. That simple? That's simple. But Janelle knew it wouldn't be. Nothing ever was. There would be more confrontations, more judgment, more pain. But sitting there with him, his arm around her, the sun warm on her face, she believed they could make it, had to believe, because the alternative was going back to that hollow, empty feeling, and she couldn't do that. Not now that she knew what happiness felt like, not now that she'd found Ethan. The next 2 weeks felt like a dream, a beautiful, fragile dream that Janelle was terrified would shatter at any moment. Ethan convinced her to come back to the mansion, not as a maid, as his guest, his girlfriend. The word still felt strange on her tongue. I can't just live here for free, she'd protested. Why not? The house is huge. You can have your own room if you want. That's not the point. Then what is the point? She'd struggled to explain how it felt wrong, how people would talk, how she needed to maintain some independence. In the end, they compromised. She'd help Mrs. Patterson a few hours each day. Light work. Just enough to feel useful. The rest of the time was hers. Theirs. They fell into a routine. Mornings in the library, reading side by side. Afternoons in the garden, talking about everything and nothing. Evenings cooking together in the kitchen. Ethan learning with eager clumsiness. How do you mess up boiling water? Janelle asked, laughing as steam billowed everywhere. It's a talent, he said sheepishly. Mrs. Patterson watched them with knowing eyes. She never said anything directly, but Janelle caught her smiling. saw the approval in the older woman's face. "He's different with you," Mrs. Patterson said one afternoon. They were folding linens together. "Lighter, like he finally remembered how to be young. He works too hard. Always has, since his father died, trying to prove himself. But you make him remember there's more to life than board meetings and profit margins." Janelle's chest warmed. "I hope so. I know so, dear. I've worked for this family 20 years. Never seen that boy smile like he does now." But not everyone was happy. Marcus Cole started showing up more often. Ethan's cousin. 30 years old with slicked back hair and expensive suits. He smiled too much. His eyes were cold. "Ethan," he'd say, appearing in the study unannounced. "We need to discuss the quarterly projections." "Can it wait?" "Not really. The board is concerned about your focus lately." Janelle would excuse herself, but she felt Marcus's eyes following her, calculating, judging. "I don't trust him," she told Ethan one night. They were in the garden, their favorite spot. The moon hung heavy and bright above them. "Marcus has always been jealous," Ethan said. "Ever since we were kids, my father was CEO. His father worked under him. He resents that. He wants your job. Probably, but he won't get it." "Are you sure?" Ethan pulled her close, kissed her forehead. "I'm sure. Don't worry about Marcus. He's all talk." But Janelle couldn't shake the feeling, the way Marcus looked at her, like she was a problem to solve, an obstacle to remove. 3 weeks into their relationship, Maya finally met Ethan. Janelle was nervous. Her hands shook as she set the dinner table. She'd cooked Maya's favorites, wanted everything perfect. "Relax," Ethan said. He wrapped his arms around her from behind. "She's going to love me." "How do you know?" "Because I love you, and she loves you. Therefore she'll love me. It's basic math." Janelle laughed, despite her nerves. "That's not how it works." "Sure it is." The doorbell rang. Janelle jumped. "I'll get it," Ethan said. He returned moments later with Maya. She looked tiny next to him, her hair in braids, wearing her best dress. "Janelle!" Maya hugged her tight, then whispered, "He's cute. Like, really cute." "Shh," Janelle hissed. Dinner was easier than expected. Ethan asked Maya about school, about her dreams of teaching. He listened with genuine interest, asked questions, made her laugh. "So," Maya said over dessert, "what are your intentions with my sister?" "Maya!" Janelle's face burned. "What? Someone has to ask." Ethan smiled. "My intentions are to make her as happy as she makes me. Every single day." Maya studied him, then nodded. "Good answer." After dinner, Maya pulled Janelle aside while Ethan cleaned up. "I like him," Maya said. "Yeah? Yeah. He's different than I expected. Richer, obviously. But not, I don't know, not fake. He really cares about you." "I know. And you care about him." "I do." Maya hugged her. "Then don't let anyone take this away from you. Not his family, not fear, no one. I'm trying. Try harder. Because what you two have, that's special, sis. Don't waste it." As Maya left, she hugged Ethan too. "Take care of her," she said, "or I'll hunt you down." "Yes, ma'am," Ethan said seriously. Watching them, Janelle felt a surge of love so strong it almost hurt. Her two favorite people, getting along, accepting each other. Maybe this could work. Maybe they really could build something lasting. The gossip started small. Whispers among the staff at other estates, rumors at country clubs. Ethan Cole, the shy CEO, dating his former maid. Marcus made sure the rumors spread. Janelle never saw him do it directly, but she felt his influence, the way people looked at her at the grocery store, the whispers that followed her. One afternoon, she answered Ethan's phone by accident. A business call. "Cole residence," she said. Silence. Then a woman's voice. "Who is this?" "I'm sorry, Mr. Cole isn't available right now. Can I take a message?" "Are you the maid?" Something in the tone made Janelle's stomach tighten. "I'm his girlfriend." The woman laughed. Actually laughed. "Oh, how charming. The gold digger answers his phone now." The line went dead. Janelle stood frozen. Gold digger. Is that what people thought? That she was using Ethan for his money? When Ethan came home, she told him. His face went dark. "Who was it?" "I don't know. She didn't say." "This is Marcus. I know it is. He's been spreading rumors." "What kind of rumors?" Ethan hesitated. That we're together because of my money. That you're taking advantage of me." Anger flared hot in her chest. "And what do you think?" "I think it's garbage. I think Marcus is threatened by you, by us, by the fact that I'm finally happy. So what do? We ignore it. We live our lives. We don't give him the satisfaction of a reaction." But ignoring it was harder than it sounded. The rumors grew, people stared. Janelle felt the weight of judgment everywhere she went. Even Mrs. Patterson seemed troubled. "There's talk," she said gently one morning. "Unkind talk. I want you to know I don't believe a word of it." "Thank you," Janelle said quietly. "But Mr. Cole's reputation, it matters. For the company, for the family. You both need to be careful." Janelle wanted to scream. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She loved Ethan, he loved her. Why did that have to be a scandal? The confrontation came at a family dinner, Vivian's monthly gathering. Ethan had tried to skip it, but his mother insisted. "You need to show your face," she'd said over the phone. "People are talking, Ethan. You need to demonstrate stability." "Fine, but Janelle comes with me." Silence. Then, "If you must." Janelle dressed carefully. A simple black dress. Nothing too fancy. Nothing that would give them ammunition. "You look beautiful," Ethan said. He wore a suit, looked every inch the powerful CEO, but his hand trembled as he took hers. "I'm nervous," she admitted. "Me too, but we'll face them together." The dinner was at Vivian's estate, even bigger than Ethan's mansion, cold and perfect and intimidating. A butler let them in, led them to the dining room. Vivian sat at the head of the table, Marcus beside her, a few other family members Janelle didn't know, all dressed impeccably, all watching her with curious eyes. "Ethan," Vivian said. Her smile was tight. "And Miss Brooks. How nice." "Mother." Ethan pulled out Janelle's chair, sat beside her. His hand found hers under the table. Dinner began. Awkward small talk, questions about the business, the weather, anything but the elephant in the room. Then Marcus struck. "So, Janelle," he said, his voice smooth as honey, "how are you adjusting to your new circumstances?" "I'm fine, thank you." "Must be quite different, from cleaning houses to living in one as a guest." Ethan's hand tightened on hers. "Marcus, I'm just making conversation, cousin. No need to be defensive." "You're being rude." "Am I? I think it's rude to bring inappropriate guests to family dinners, but what do I know?" The table went silent. "Inappropriate." Ethan's voice was low, dangerous. "Explain that." Marcus shrugged. "You know what people are saying, that she's using you, that this whole relationship is about money. I mean, can you blame them? It does look suspicious." Janelle's face burned. She wanted to run, to disappear, but Ethan stood. His chair scraped loudly. "Don't!" His voice cut through the room. "Don't you dare speak about her that way. I'm just repeating what everyone's thinking. I don't care what everyone thinks. I care about her. She's kind and smart and real. She makes me happy. Something you know nothing about." Marcus's smile faltered. "You want my job?" Ethan continued. "You want the company, the respect? Then earn it. Stop hiding behind gossip and manipulation. Be a man." "Ethan," Vivian said sharply, "sit down." "No, I'm done. Done pretending. Done apologizing for being happy." He looked at Janelle. "Let's go." She stood on shaking legs. Let him lead her out. Behind them, Marcus called, "You're making a mistake." "The only mistake," Ethan said over his shoulder, "was listening to any of you." In the car, Janelle couldn't stop trembling. Ethan drove in silence, his jaw clenched, anger radiating off him. "I'm sorry," she finally said. "For what?" "For causing problems with your family." He pulled over, turned to face her. "You didn't cause anything. They did, with their judgment and cruelty and narrow-mindedness. But Marcus was right about one thing. People are talking. Let them talk. It's affecting you, your reputation, your business. I don't care. You should. Why? So I can be miserable and respectable. I'd rather be happy and gossiped about." Tears filled her eyes. "You're amazing. You know that." He cupped her face, kissed her gently. "So are you. Don't let them make you doubt that." They drove home in comfortable silence. Janelle's heart felt lighter. He'd defended her, publicly, fiercely, in front of his family. Maybe they really could face anything together. The next weeks were the happiest of Janelle's life. Ethan took her to fancy restaurants, art galleries, museums, places she'd never imagined going. But her favorite moments were the quiet ones. Reading together, cooking together, talking late into the night about dreams and fears and hopes. "I want to meet your mother someday," Ethan said one night. They were in bed, just holding each other. Nothing physical beyond kissing, taking things slow like they'd promised. "She'd like you," Janelle said. "She always said I deserved someone who saw me. Really saw me. I see you. Every beautiful part. Even the scared parts? Especially those." She snuggled closer. "What about us scares you? Losing you, messing this up, not being enough." You're more than enough. Am I? I have no experience. I don't know how to do this. Sometimes I worry I'm going to say or do something wrong and you'll realize you deserve better. Janelle lifted her head, looked into his eyes. You're learning. We're learning together. That's what makes this special. He kissed her, slow and deep and full of emotion. When they pulled apart, he was smiling. I love you, he said. I don't say it enough, but I do. So much. It terrifies me. I love you too. They fell asleep tangled together, safe in their bubble, not knowing the storm was about to break. The invitation arrived on a Wednesday. Heavy cardstock, gold lettering, the annual Cole Family Gala, a charity event attended by the city's elite. We don't have to go, Ethan said. But Janelle shook her head. Yes, we do. If we keep hiding, they win. We need to show them we're serious, that we're not going anywhere. Are you sure? No, but let's do it anyway. She bought a dress, emerald green. It made her skin glow, made her feel beautiful and brave. Maya helped with her hair and makeup. You look like a princess, her sister said. I feel like an imposter. You're not. You belong there as much as anyone. Remember that. The gala was held at a luxury hotel. Chandeliers sparkled. Music floated through the air. People in tuxedos and gowns mingled with champagne flutes. Janelle's stomach churned. Everyone was staring, whispering. Breathe, Ethan whispered. He looked handsome in his tux, confident. I've got you. They moved through the crowd. Some people nodded politely. Others turned away. The judgment was palpable. Then the music changed. A slow song. Dance with me, Ethan said. Here? In front of everyone? Yes. Right here. Right now. Let them see. He led her to the dance floor, pulled her close. They swayed together, his hand on her waist, hers on his shoulder. The room hushed. Everyone watching. They're staring, Janelle whispered. Let them. All I see is you. He spun her gently. She laughed. For a moment nothing else mattered. Just the two of them, moving together, lost in their own world. Then a voice cut through the music. How touching. Vivian Cole stood at the edge of the dance floor, dressed in silver. Her expression ice-cold. The music stopped. Mother, Ethan said, warning in his voice. I think we need to talk, Ethan, privately. Anything you say to me, you can say in front of Janelle. Very well. Vivian's eyes swept the crowd, making sure everyone was listening. I will not stand by and watch you destroy this family's reputation. This relationship is inappropriate, embarrassing, and it ends tonight. No, Ethan said firmly. Yes, I've been patient. I've given you time. But enough is enough. Miss Brooks, I'm sure you're a nice girl, but you don't belong in this world. You never will. The kindest thing you can do is walk away. Janelle's throat tightened. The room spun. Hundreds of eyes on her. Judging. Pitying. She's not going anywhere, Ethan said. Then you force my hand. Vivian turned to the crowd, raised her voice. Everyone here knows my son has been making poor choices. Romantic choices that reflect badly on our family. I want it known that I do not support this relationship. Miss Brooks is an opportunist, a gold digger, and I will not welcome her into this family. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Janelle couldn't breathe, couldn't think. The room closed in. All those faces, all that judgment. How dare you, Ethan said. His voice shook with rage. But Janelle couldn't stay, couldn't stand there another second. She pulled away from Ethan, pushed through the crowd, out into the hallway, into the night. Behind her, she heard him calling, but she didn't stop, couldn't stop. She got in a taxi, gave her address, sat in the back seat with tears streaming down her face. Vivian was right. She didn't belong, would never belong, no matter how much she loved Ethan, no matter how much he loved her. Love wasn't enough, not against that kind of hate, that kind of power. She spent the night packing, everything she'd brought to the mansion, all her clothes, her books, her small pieces of home. Ethan came home at midnight, frantic. He found her in the guest room, suitcases open. What are you doing? He asked. Leaving. No, Janelle, no. I can't do this anymore, Ethan. I can't be humiliated in front of rooms full of people. I can't be called a gold digger and an opportunist. I can't watch your family hate me. I don't care what they think, but I do. Her voice broke. I care. Because every time they look at me like that, I feel small. I feel like maybe they're right. Maybe I'm reaching too high. Maybe I don't belong with you. That's not true. Isn't it? Look at us, really look. You're a CEO, I'm a maid. You live in mansions, I live in a tiny apartment. Your mother throws galas, mine works double shifts at a diner. None of that matters. It all matters in their world, and you live in their world, Ethan, you always will. He moved closer, desperate. Then we'll create our own world. Just us. That's not realistic. Why not? Because you can't escape your family, your responsibilities, your life, and I won't ask you to. You deserve someone who fits, someone they'll accept. I deserve you, she sobbed. You deserve to be happy, without all this drama, without constant fighting. I'm only happy with you. You'll find someone else. I don't want someone else. She zipped her suitcase, hands shaking. I'm sorry. I really am. But I can't stay. She walked past him, down the stairs, out the front door. Her old Honda sat in the driveway. She loaded her things, got in, started the engine. In the rearview mirror she saw him, standing on the front steps, his face devastated, tears on his cheeks. She drove away, left him standing there, left the mansion, left the dream, because sometimes love wasn't enough. Sometimes the world won, and tonight the world had won. Ethan woke alone. Again, the mansion felt empty, hollow, like all the light had been sucked out. He dragged himself to work, sat through meetings, signed papers, but nothing registered. The world moved around him, he just existed in it. You look terrible, Marcus said one afternoon. He appeared in Ethan's office uninvited, as usual. Go away. I'm trying to help. No, you're not. You never are. Marcus sat anyway. Look, I know you're upset about the girl. Her name is Janelle. Right, Janelle. But cousin, this is for the best. You have responsibilities, a reputation to maintain. She was never going to fit into your life. Ethan's hands clenched. She was my life. That's dramatic. It's true. She made me feel alive, real, and you all destroyed it. You and Mother and your judgments and your cruelty. We were protecting you. From what? From happiness, from love. Marcus leaned forward. From making a mistake that could cost you everything. The board is already concerned. Your focus has been elsewhere. Profits are down. There's talk of removing you as CEO. Ethan's head snapped up. What? I'm just the messenger, but they need to see stability, commitment, not some lovesick boy mooning over a maid. Get out! Ethan! Get out! Marcus stood slowly. Fine, but think about what I said. There are ways to fix this. Good marriages, beneficial mergers. You could secure your position and make Mother happy. Isn't that worth considering? After Marcus left, Ethan sat in the dark. His office felt like a prison. The company felt like chains. He'd given everything to this life. His youth, his freedom, his happiness. For what? Money he didn't need, respect from people who didn't know him, a title that meant nothing? Janelle had asked him once what he wanted, who he wanted to be. He'd said someone happy. Without her, happiness was impossible. Janelle stayed with Maya. The apartment was cramped with both of them there, but Maya didn't complain. She made tea, brought tissues, held her sister when the crying wouldn't stop. You did the right thing, Maya said one night. They sat on the tiny couch. The TV played something neither of them watched. Then why does it hurt so much? Janelle asked. Because you love him. I shouldn't. It was stupid to fall for him. Love isn't stupid, it's brave. Brave would be staying, fighting. Would it? Or would it be watching him lose everything because of you? Watching his family destroy him bit by bit? That takes a different kind of courage. To walk away. Janelle wiped her eyes. I miss him. I know. Everything reminds me of him. Books, coffee, gardens. I can't escape it. Maya took her hand. Maybe you're not supposed to escape it. Maybe you're supposed to sit with it, feel it, and then decide what comes next. There is no next. It's over. Is it? Has to be. But even as she said it, Janelle didn't believe it. Her heart screamed the opposite. Screamed for Ethan, for his smile, his gentleness, his love. She'd left to protect him. But had she? Or had she just been scared, too afraid to fight for what they had? Her phone buzzed constantly. Texts from Ethan. She didn't read them, couldn't bear to. Every time his name appeared, her chest ached. You should at least talk to him, Maya said. I can't. Why not? Because if I hear his voice, I'll break. I'll go back, and nothing will have changed. His family will still hate me. People will still judge us. It'll just hurt all over again. Or maybe it'll be different. How? Maya shrugged. I don't know, but don't you want to find out? Janelle did, more than anything. But fear kept her frozen, kept her hiding in Maya's apartment, safe from hurt, safe from hope. 2 weeks after the gala, Marcus cornered Ethan again. I have a proposition, he said. Ethan looked up from his desk, exhausted. He'd been sleeping 3 hours a night, working until he couldn't think. anything to avoid going home to that empty mansion. I'm not interested in your propositions. Hear me out, Victoria Morrison. You remember her? The Morrison daughter? What about her? She's single, smart, beautiful, from a good family. Her father owns half the real estate downtown. A marriage between you two would be advantageous. Ethan stared. You can't be serious. I'm very serious. Mother agrees. It would stabilize your image, strengthen the company, give you the respectability you've lost. I don't want respectability. I want Janelle. She's gone, cousin. Move on. Something inside Ethan snapped. He stood, slammed his hands on the desk. I will never love anyone but her, do you hear me? Never. You can parade 100 Victorias in front of me, 1,000. It doesn't matter. My heart belongs to Janelle. It always will. Marcus's eyes narrowed. Then you're a fool, and the board will remove you. I'll make sure of it. Try it. See what happens. What are you going to do? Fight for a girl who didn't even fight for you? She left, Ethan. She chose the easy way out. The words hit like a punch, because part of Ethan feared they were true. Had she given up? Decided he wasn't worth the struggle? No. He knew her heart. She'd left to protect him, out of love, not weakness. Get out, Ethan said quietly. This isn't over. Yes, it is. You're fired. Marcus's face went red. You can't fire me. I just did. You're no longer welcome in this office, in this company. Pack your things. Security will escort you out. Mother will... I don't care what Mother will do. I'm done living my life according to her expectations. Yours. Anyone's. Now leave before I have you thrown out. After Marcus left, Ethan collapsed in his chair. His heart pounded. He'd never done anything like that before, never stood up to family so forcefully. It felt good, terrifying, but good. He looked at his phone, at the unanswered texts to Janelle. She hadn't responded to a single one. Maybe she really was done. Maybe he'd lost her forever, or maybe he just needed to fight harder. The rain started around 7, heavy drops that turned into a downpour. Ethan sat in his study, staring at nothing. Thunder rumbled, lightning flashed. Then clarity struck, sudden and bright as the lightning. He was done waiting, done hoping she'd come back on her own. If he wanted her, and he did, more than breathing, he needed to go get her. He grabbed his keys, ran out into the rain. His car roared to life. The drive to her apartment took 20 minutes. Every minute felt like an hour. His hands gripped the steering wheel. His heart hammered. What if she refused to see him? What if she'd already moved on? What if... No, he couldn't think like that. He had to try, had to tell her everything in his heart. He parked haphazardly, ran through the rain to her building, up the stairs, to her door. He knocked, hard, desperate. Maya answered. Her eyes widened. Mr. Cole, please, I need to see her. Maya looked back into the apartment, then at him, soaked through, shaking, looking half wild. She's scared, Maya said softly. I know, I'm scared too, but I love her. I need her to know that. Maya studied him, then nodded. She's in her room. She stepped aside, let him in. Ethan moved through the small apartment, found Janelle's door, knocked softly. Maya, I'm fine. I don't need more tea. It's not Maya, Ethan said. Silence. Then footsteps. The door opened. Janelle stood there, wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt, hair in a messy bun, eyes red from crying. She looked beautiful. Ethan, she whispered. What are you doing here? I needed to see you. You're soaking wet. I don't care. Can I come in? She hesitated, then stepped back. Her room was tiny. A bed, a dresser, windows overlooking the street. But it felt like her. Safe, warm, home. You shouldn't be here, she said. Why not? Because it's over. We decided. You decided. I never agreed. Ethan, no. Let me talk, please. Just listen. She nodded, sat on the bed. He knelt in front of her, took her hands. That kiss, he said. Our first kiss, you remember? Of course. You gave me something that night. Something precious. Not just a kiss. You gave me hope, possibility. A glimpse of what life could be, and every day since you've given me more. Joy, laughter, love. You've shown me who I want to be. Tears filled her eyes. But your family, my family is wrong. About you, about us, about everything. And I'm done listening to them. I fired Marcus today. Her eyes widened. What? He tried to set me up with someone else. Suggested an arranged marriage. I fired him on the spot. Ethan, that's the right thing. Long overdue. He's been undermining me for years, using gossip and manipulation. I should have done it sooner. What about the company? I don't care about the company. Not if I can't have you. You can't mean that. I do. He squeezed her hands. Don't you see? That company, that mansion, the money, the reputation, it's all meaningless without you. I was empty before, going through motions, pretending to live. Then you walked into my life, and suddenly everything made sense. I'm scared, she whispered. So am I, terrified. But I'd rather be scared with you than safe without you. What if it doesn't work? What if it does? She sobbed. I don't want you to lose everything because of me. You are everything. Don't you understand that? Without you, I'm nothing. Just a rich, lonely man in an empty house. But with you, I'm alive. I'm real. I'm happy. Your mother will never accept me. Maybe not. But I don't need her acceptance. I just need yours. Tell me you still love me. Tell me I haven't lost you forever. Janelle looked into his eyes, saw the desperation there, the love, the hope. I never stopped loving you, she said. Not for a second. I thought leaving was kinder, that you'd be better off without me. I'm not, I'm miserable. The mansion feels like a tomb. Food tastes like nothing. Colors are gray. Nothing matters without you. She cupped his face. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I left. Don't apologize. You were protecting me. That's who you are. Selfless, kind. But you don't have to protect me anymore. Let me protect you. Let me stand beside you. Let me fight for us. How? Together. We face them together. My mother, the gossip, the judgment, all of it. As a team. What if it's too much? Then we'll handle it. One day at a time, one moment at a time. But we do it together. She leaned forward, pressed her forehead to his. I love you. So much it scares me. Love me anyway. Please. Be scared with me. We'll figure it out. She kissed him, deep and desperate, and full of everything they'd been holding back. He kissed her back, pouring all his love and fear and hope into it. When they pulled apart, both were crying. Come home, he whispered. Please come home with me. Okay, she said. Okay, yes. They packed her things together. Maya watched from the doorway, smiling. About time, she said. Thanks for everything, sis, Janelle said. That's what family does. We support each other. Maya looked at Ethan. You too now, you're family. Ethan smiled. Thank you. That means everything. They drove through the rain back to the mansion, Janelle's hand in his the whole way. So what now? She asked. Now we show them. We go to the next family event. Together, proud, united. Your mother will have to accept it. Or not. Either way, I'm choosing you. Every time. What about the company? The company will survive. And if the board tries to remove me, I'll fight. But I won't fight alone. I'll have you. That's all I need. Inside the mansion, everything felt different. Warmer, fuller, because she was there. Mrs. Patterson appeared. Her face lit up when she saw them. Oh, thank goodness, she said. The house has been so dreary without you, dear. It's good to be back, Janelle said. They spent the night talking, making plans, deciding how to handle what came next. There's a charity dinner next week, Ethan said. High society. My mother will be there. Marcus will probably show up despite being fired. It'll be the perfect place to make a statement. What kind of statement? That we're together, that we're serious, that nothing and no one will come between us. Janelle's stomach fluttered. That's terrifying. I know, but necessary. We can't keep hiding. We need to show them we're not going anywhere. What if it makes things worse? Then we deal with it. Together. She nodded, took a deep breath. Okay, let's do it. The week passed quickly, too quickly. Before Janelle knew it, the dinner had arrived. She dressed carefully, a burgundy dress, simple but elegant. Maya had come over to help with hair and makeup. You look fierce, Maya said. Like a warrior. I feel like I'm going to throw up. That's just adrenaline. Channel it. Use it. Ethan appeared in the doorway. He wore a dark suit, looked powerful, confident, but his eyes were soft when they landed on her. You're stunning, he said. You're not so bad yourself. Ready? No, but let's go anyway. The dinner was at an upscale restaurant. Private room, round tables with white linens, crystal glasses catching the light. People were already mingling when they arrived. Conversation stopped as Ethan and Janelle entered. Every eye turned toward them. Ethan's hand tightened on hers. Remember, together, together, she echoed. Vivian stood near the bar. Her expression froze when she saw them. Marcus stood beside her, his face twisted with anger. Ethan, Vivian said coldly, I didn't expect to see you here, or your guest. Janelle is not a guest. She's my girlfriend, and she's staying. We've discussed this. No, you've dictated. I've listened. But I'm done. Done apologizing, done hiding. Janelle is the woman I love. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. And if you can't accept that, then we have nothing more to discuss. The room had gone silent. Everyone listening, watching. Vivian's face paled. You're making a scene. Good. Let me make it clear. Janelle Brooks is the woman I love, and I always will. Anyone who has a problem with that can leave. Now. No one moved. The silence stretched. Then slowly someone started clapping. An older woman, Mrs. Wellington, one of the city's biggest philanthropists. She smiled at Janelle. How refreshing, Mrs. Wellington said. True love. We don't see enough of it these days. Others joined in. Not everyone, but enough. Polite applause rippling through the room. Vivian looked around, stunned, cornered. Mother, Ethan said quietly, I love you. I respect you. But I won't give her up. Not for you. Not for anyone. You can be part of our life, or you can step aside. The choice is yours. Vivian's eyes glistened. For a moment, Janelle saw something there. Not acceptance, but maybe understanding, or resignation. You're just like your father, Vivian said finally. Stubborn, impulsive, following your heart instead of your head. Is that a bad thing? I don't know yet. She looked at Janelle. Really looked. You make him happy. I try, Janelle said. And you're not after his money. I'd love him if he was broke. Vivian studied her, then sighed. I suppose that's something. She picked up her wineglass. I'm not saying I approve, but I won't stand in your way. Not anymore. Life is too short to fight battles that can't be won. It wasn't a warm acceptance, but it was something. A start. Ethan exhaled, pulled Janelle close. Thank you, Mother. Don't thank me yet. I reserve the right to say I told you so if this ends badly. It won't. We'll see. The dinner continued. People approached them. Some kind, some curious, some still disapproving, but Janelle held her head high. Ethan never left her side. Marcus stormed out halfway through. No one stopped him. By the end of the night, Janelle felt exhausted, but also victorious. They'd done it, faced the world, together. In the car, Ethan took her hand. You were incredible tonight, he said. So were you. I meant every word. You're my forever, Janelle. I want you to know that. Forever is a long time. Not long enough. 3 months later, everything had changed. And nothing had. Vivian remained distant, polite but not hostile. She came to dinners occasionally, spoke to Janelle in measured tones. It wasn't warmth, but it was peace. The company thrived. With Marcus gone, Ethan refocused, delegated better, worked smarter instead of longer. Profits climbed. And the board? They grumbled, but stayed quiet. Results spoke louder than gossip. Janelle found a new job, teaching assistant at an elementary school. Something that felt meaningful. She loved working with kids, loved seeing their faces light up when they learned something new. Every evening she came home to the mansion, to Ethan. They cooked dinner together, read together, talked about their days. Simple moments, but perfect. One Saturday morning, Ethan took her hand. Come with me, he said. Where? You'll see. He led her to the garden, their favorite spot. The sun was bright. Flowers bloomed everywhere. Everything smelled like spring and possibility. I've been thinking, Ethan said, about that first kiss. Yeah, you gave me something precious that night. Changed my whole life, and I've spent every day since trying to be worthy of it. You are worthy. Am I? I'm still learning, still figuring out how to be a good boyfriend, a good partner. You're doing great. He smiled. I hope so, because I want to keep doing it, keep learning with you, keep growing with you. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a small box. Janelle's breath caught. I know it's only been a few months, Ethan said, but I've never been more certain of anything. You're my first love, my only love, and if you'll let me, I want you to be my last love too. He opened the box. A ring sparkled. Simple, beautiful, perfect. Janelle Brooks, will you marry me? Tears streamed down her face. Happy tears this time. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. He slipped the ring on her finger, kissed her, deep and sweet and full of promise. When they pulled apart, both were crying and laughing at once. That first kiss was only the beginning, Ethan said softly. Best beginning ever, Janelle agreed. She rested her head on his shoulder. The garden bloomed around them. The sun warmed their faces. In the distance, birds sang. It hadn't been easy. There had been pain and fear and struggle. There would be more challenges ahead. Life wasn't a fairy tale. But this was real. This was love. This was worth every battle. Janelle thought about how far she'd come, from a nervous maid to a confident woman engaged to the man she loved. It seemed impossible, like a dream. But it wasn't a dream. It was her life, their life, built on courage and hope and choosing each other every single day. "What are you thinking about?" Ethan asked. "How lucky I am. How lucky we are. I'm the lucky one. Let's agree we're both lucky." He laughed. "Deal." They sat in comfortable silence, hand in hand, heart to heart, future stretching bright and wide before them. Mrs. Patterson appeared at the garden gate, smiling. "Lunch is ready when you are," she called. Then she saw the ring. Her face lit up. Oh, my dears. Congratulations." "Thank you," they said together. "I knew it," Mrs. Patterson said, dabbing her eyes. "From that very first night I met you, Janelle. I knew you two were meant for something special." After she left, Janelle looked at Ethan. "Everyone saw it before we did," she said. "Maybe, but we got there eventually, that's what matters." "What do you think your mother will say?" "Honestly, I don't know, but I think she'll surprise us. She's been softer lately, more present. Think she'll come to the wedding. I hope so, but even if she doesn't, we'll be okay. We have each other. We have Maya. We have Mrs. Patterson and friends and a whole life ahead of us." Janelle smiled. "A whole life? That sounds amazing." "Doesn't it?" They walked back to the mansion, together, ready for lunch, ready for the future, ready for whatever came next, because they'd learned the most important lesson. Love wasn't about perfection. It was about showing up, about choosing each other, about being brave enough to fight for something real, and they would, every day, for the rest of their lives. That first kiss had been Ethan's beginning, but it was their beginning too. The start of something beautiful and messy and wonderful. The start of forever. The end,